Nah. You ain't doing them like that. You ain't doing them like that. My man Cece from School Street always used to say it. I guess he must have heard like a Spanish guy say it one time. And if he watches my vlog still, it's my brother. He always used to have like the Spanish dude, and then he like used to copy and he used to be like, not like that. You're not doing it like that. Anyway, we're back, Gunners. Got some good important news for you. We're gonna tune Manolo before the year starts. We've ran out of things to do. It's time to give old boy a shine here. So what I'm doing today is, Trappy is headed to Tri-State to pick up some plugs for us because we're gonna need them for tomorrow. So today's video, I wanna dedicate to Manolo. We'll talk a little bit about Vlogger K. I hope you guys are excited for that giveaway. It starts January 7th. I'm just trying to put that date out there because we're gonna get a ton of questions, Gunners. When's this giveaway start? How's it work? You guys know I fully detail everything that I do. January 7th, Vlogger K starts. Moving on. Manolo, I need to give it its first oil change. I put some oil in there, some regular, I think it's Shell. I always use the same cheap oil just to get these cars running, make sure there's no leaks. I'm not trying to spend $80 on oil, then find a leak, drain it. I just know as long as the oil's brand new, I really like the pure oil product. It's just unfortunately we have like not a bad communication. I just don't want to wait like 2 weeks for a case of oil. I think the stuff is great. It's in Manolo right now. I mean, it's in, is it in Manolo? I forget. I think it's Shell. Whatever the case may be. I'm going to do some running around. I'm going to head over to the parts store. I'm going to pick up, I'm going to need 12 quarts of oil. Because this one's going to take about 9 because of that big oil pan. That units of fabrication oil pan also acts as an oil cooler too. I've read some research on it and it says it actually cools the oil by a couple of degrees. So having that with our oil cooler and that strong spout fan, I don't think we're ever gonna have like oil overheating issues. And that's a great peace of mind. Now, do I regret buying this oil pan? No, I love it. It's great. It's beneficial in the long run. I'm buying, well, I got the right oil. It was sponsored to me. I kind of do wish I started with the street one because I'm cheap. I counted the toilet tissue today to make sure I got 1,000 sheets. They shorted me 1. Anyway, oil pan is in there. I'm happy with it. When the car's in the lift, I think that's like the most talked about thing anyway. It's like, oh my God, look at the craftsmanship on it. So I'm super appreciative of Units of Fabrications, my Canadian brothers in the North. That guy's awesome, man. Helps me out any questions that I have. We'll also talk about what I'm missing too. We'll get into more of that, but we're back. Another vlog, more information, more fun, more interaction. Trappy should be here in a couple of hours, maybe 2, I would say. He's an awful driver. Trappy stays in the slow lane in traffic looking at his phone. When the left and middle lane is wide open, he can get here 30 minutes quicker, but he has to see what Drake said about Nicki Minaj's fake boobs. That's Spoon from Connecticut calling me now. I love you guys. Let's kick off this vlog. Keep gunning. Alright guys. Okay boys. You're not yanking all the way and trying to dump the back. That's it, man. Jeff is the owner of the car. This is his crew. I mean, have you ever seen a better looking oil pan? Seriously. I nicked it up in the driveway here a little bit, but that thing's a unit. Unfortunately, it holds a lot of oil, which means a lot of money. So I went with this guy here. I've been using this stuff since I was a younger man. In my Honda days, I went with the Castrol High Mileage. It's a synthetic blend. The viscosity is great on this. This motor does not have high mileage, but it will be taking a beating. So what we don't want, listen, oil doesn't make power. It'll make power when you thin it out. So for instance, if you use a 0 weight, they call it, whether we're gonna call it weight, 0 weight, you're gonna make more power than if you were to use a 10W. So 0, axle seal. It's brand new. We didn't push it in all the way. Pause. Good find, Aki. Good find. I wonder that's what that is. Okay, back to oil. We want stuff to hold up against that corn. So when I was speaking to other circuit racers, what they were saying is that they basically change their oil after every event. That's not bad. Us drag racers are used to changing our oil every pass, especially on nitro or M5 or M1, maybe every 2-3 passes. I could live with using this oil for a full day of racing, coming back home, maintaining the car. 77 bucks for 12. Got a discount at my boy Bobby's. Not bad. So I am going with the Castrol High Mileage. I know that the viscosity on this is great. I don't want any oil sponsors no more. I don't want to bother these people because I change oil often. I don't want to keep asking for cases. I don't want to feel like a leech. So I got some stuff to do on this unit. This is the oil filter from when we bought the motor. So you're gonna see this oil a little bit dirty because we didn't have any oil filters, and thank you to Cerruti, he sent me some OEM ones. Joe Cerruti here. Kill that heater for you guys so we can vibe. The old tripod's out, boys. The old tripod's out. And my oil barrel is filled, so I'm using this combination here on that guy. Got a 17 mil there. The old tripod is out. The old tripod, boys. Pardon my back. Pardon my back. 9 quarts of oil. This is going to suck. I hope, pause. I hope this guy can hold. I hope this guy can hold 9 quarts. You guys see? All right, we're good. The old tripod is out, boys. It should be a little creamy, pause, because the humidity, the moisture got into the oil. It's been sitting here in corn. Yep, as expected. Not bad. Still holding its weight. Yeah, pig rich. Exactly. I mean, it's a base map. It's a base map. What do you expect? We got a lot of fuel to turn the car on, a lot of fuel at idle. It's definitely going to get better once we get to Jamie tomorrow. But we are prepping this car right now to be dynoed. Very nice piece here. Crush washer's still good. I could reuse that. I think the OEM one is the same size. Maybe might change that. Nah, doesn't need it. Didn't have an oil leak. So, anywho, I'll wait for this oil to drain all the way out as much as it could and take off the oil filter next, and we'll get this going. And I have to fix that oil leak on the axle side. Alright, we got that oil filter off. See that color? That's the corn. That is the corn. That's what I always hated about at least the K-Series positioning of the oil filter. It's always going to leak on that axle, so you constantly got to clean up. You see that? But that's my leak here on the axle seal, so we'll be able to take care of all these leaks. But wait, guys, what do you think? Comment below. What do you think Nick dropped off? What do you think is underneath this? Right answer wins $2 million. First correct answer wins $2 million in Monopoly money. What do you think Nick dropped off as a Christmas present? Comment below now. Going on about 5 minutes and this is still not drained yet. I got much more to go. Pause. But what I think is happening is as the windows and the doors inside the baffling of this oil pan, it's releasing slowly out the drain. That's why it's taking so long. But I'm getting this consistent pour. Pause. Those windows work. Those windows are definitely working, guys. You come out of that oil pan, molasses-like. Molasses-like. What movie? Comment below. It's working. It's working. Look. There's more oil coming out, goddamn. I gotta pump this shit out of here, man. It's working. Yeah. Get out. Get out. It's working. I think some of it is stuck in the oil cooler. What up, buddy? It's working. The big 19 saves the day again, boys and girls. Okay, I got a trick. I think that the car is too leveled and the oil has to shoot down, pause, towards this way. I'm gonna hold this up, hopefully not making a mistake. Let me get my gloves. I'm gonna hold this up, lower the car, use the jack the front of the car, and try to force those windows to open up so we can get the oil out. Because that's not 9 quarts. That's not 9 quarts by a long shot. So, cross your fingers. I don't have that much of a leak on the oil filter. I'm going to hold this up. I'm going to kick this guy out. We'll go there. Bring this down. Leave that there. Still good. And lower this sucker. Jack it by the traction bar. And hopefully push that oil out just a little bit quicker. And move that pan a tad over this way too. So far no leaks. So far I didn't make a spill or anything. Just needs a little bit of TLC on that front traction bar. Just to bring the height up a little bit. And I'll be able to see it. How you guys doing? You like the video yet? You sure you like the video? You sure you like it? I trust that. I trust that, guys. Then I'm going to lower the car just a tad. I like that spot there. Should work. Let's see. Kinda, not really. I'll show you. Let me get this guy off here for you. Give me a second. Kinda, not really. I guess you just gotta wait. Nothing significant. Nothing significant. It's fine. I can at least start working up here, take off the spark plugs while that's draining. Just trying to progress, that's it. Just trying to move forward. Now, you know what, guys, it was working. So I put the car back on the lift, and now I've just got small drips. So it was working. We're getting close, so I'm going to unlock the lift and bring it back to that same position. Pause. I thought since the car was on the lift and it was leveled that it was giving it a hard time. Let's keep an eye on that jack together. You guys watch the jack, I'll lower it. So let me know when. Let me know when. Okay. Good? Alright. See it? There's a lift jack. Lift ain't working. What happened? Ah. I unlocked it. You guys saw me unlock it. You saw me unlock it, right? Okay, it's working. See it? See it pouring? Yeah, it's working. Okay, I'll leave it like that. We're almost empty. What an oil change. Okay, guys, so I've come to the realization that the rest of the oil is in the cooler and in the lines. So I'm not getting any more out of the oil pan. That's pretty empty. So when I pump the motor here through the 19, I'm getting oil to come out of the oil cooler adapter, oil filter adapter, whatever you want to call it. So for argument's sakes, I'm going to pump this a few more times, get as much oil out as I can till I see that the pumping doesn't work, pause, and then I'm going to put the new oil in. Now, I was waiting for Trap because he's supposed to come with the plugs. We can change those tomorrow because right now it's pretty late already. It's almost 12 o'clock. I don't want the poor guy to leave Jersey to come here with just spark plugs so I can turn the car on. So I'm not going to change the spark plugs now. We'll swap them out in the morning before we head out to the dyno. But we'll continue the vlog in changing this oil and fixing that leak too. That leak is pretty easy. I just have to pop off the axle, half shaft, and just check that seal. It's a brand new seal. I think it's probably the wrong one. But two different part numbers on the Tinkin. I think that's what it's called, Tinkin. And you guys enjoy the vlog while I continue to pump. Pause. And I missed. Yeah, but it's working. Yeah, it's working. Jesus Christ. Never ends, guys. Never ends. Went to pop the axle out. Check why the seal is leaking. It's brand new. I changed the seals on the transmission before we installed it. And I found this guy. We heard something the other day as we were pulling in the car after the test drive. I think this axle popped out. Luckily, I might have another 06 to 11 SI one upstairs. Gonna have to jump up there and pause and see if I got one. But it's a good find because I didn't want, imagine having to change an axle at the dyno. Imagine it snaps there. So I gotta still figure out why that's leaking. It's pretty flush. I got some pondering to do. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I put a brand new seal in there. So hopefully that works. This axle I actually got to pop back in and then push back into this slot here. So this one's holding up right now. That is an RSX Type S. It's too short. Remember, on the EK, when you're using an EK K2 motor mounts with the EG subframe, the passenger side needs to be 06 to 11 SI, which is longer. See that? So hopefully this axle can just get me through the dyno because I'm not content with this one here. This is my only RSX Type S driver side, and this one's all clamped, worm clamped, whatever. So I have to get that one maintenance. Maybe I'll do both of them at the same time, but I got to get to the dyno. So it's been a little bit of a battle. I hope I got that axle seal right. That shabazz is out of the way. Okay? Tight here. Tight here. My 314s are tight with blue thread lock. I've got no leak so far. Maybe I tried moving the wheel a few times. See if anything comes out, but so far so good. Axle's good, all cleaned up, but definitely need to maintenance both of these axles. I am not ready to race with these axles. That's why it's always good to have extras, man. That's why I really try not to sell mine. I've given so many away to gunners, and I don't regret it. They needed it more than me at the moment. But right now, if I didn't give away all my 06 to 11 SI axles, I'd be able to just swap this, finally button the car up, cotter pin everything. Now I can't cotter pin everything because I'm eventually going to take it back off and retorque everything. So that's it. Get the wheel on. Get ready to pour in some oil and hear how this sounds. I think I'm just gonna go with 6. All right, so I double checked everything. I know that my drain bolt is tight, my oil filter's tight, oil cooler lines are tight. So far, so good. So I'm just gonna go 6 quarts here on this Castrol. Again, I've been using this for a while. It's held up really good in the past for me. I can't complain about the price. Again, 12 quarts. I got basically like a shop discount at Bobby's for 77 bucks. So can't beat that for an oil change, especially when you just need one more case and I'll be able to complete 2 oil changes, right? I've got 12, yeah, just need 6 more. Anyway, figured why not just talk to you a little bit about life while I'm pouring this in. I know you guys like this kind of interaction to where, you know, we just show appreciation for ourselves. Guys, I mean, with the rate that people are dropping dead left and right, we got to learn how to appreciate each other now. I'm not going to be here forever, man. You know, I want to affect and change as many lives as I can before I leave this planet. Again, you know, tomorrow's not promised, so every day I try to affect the world as much as I can, with, you know, at whatever level that I can. Because honestly, I want someone to run into Samir or Scarlett one day and say, hey, your father changed my life, or your father was a great man, or your father was this. You know, I want to leave a good, you know, imprint on people's lives, and that's exactly what this channel is based on. Guys, I sell dope ass clothes. I sell fire ass merch. Like, I do some really sick giveaways. You know, this YouTube channel, it doesn't make what you think it does, and I'm not complaining. I've got to earn my stripes. You know, Adam LZ, legend. You know, he's been on YouTube for roughly 12 years. Now he's got the recognition that he deserves. And countless others. But in my opinion, I have one of the best channels in the world. Car related, Honda related especially. We teach you every single thing that we know. If we ever learn how to weld, gunners, we're going to teach you how to weld. So we just share information. So I'm just giving it a quick check. Nothing's leaking. I want to be a hero. But yeah, share the channel. Try to broadcast us. Again, love us now. The way that people are passing away, it's not even funny. It's like every week we hear some kind of tragedy. The world is filled with bad news. Guys, we're going back on lockdown. You best believe that. Enjoy us now, you know? Appreciate us now while we're here, while we could read your comment, while we could love you, while we could say we love you back. You know? Why is every man's you know, persona to be masculine and I don't say I love you. I say it every day to people, hoping to affect their life. Again, I want Trap's daughter, I want Trap's children to say, you know, to be approached by people in the future and say, hey, your father was a legend, you know? Hey, you're Aki's kid, right? Man, your dad was the man. There's a burger on me. You know, like, you don't pay here. That's the stripes that we're earning to, you know, affect real lives, like in person, you know, like, I don't know. I just figured I'd talk to you that way because it's scary. It's scary what's going on in the, on this planet. It's scary what's so unpredictable. We don't even know what the hell. We don't know if we're going left or right. Is the world ever going back to normal? And if it does, is it 100%? Is it 85-15? You know, is it 80-20? Is it 75-25? You know, I don't want to get too political in here, but I just want to tell you, man, if you're watching, it doesn't matter who you are. Maybe someone I had a dispute with in the past, and bygones be bygones. I love you, man. I love you, girl. You know, I want someone to play this clip for my son one day, maybe in 20 years. But from me to you. Guys, 7 quarts in. Good thing I didn't go full 9 quarts, because check this out. This is 7 quarts. Let me see the camera here. It's probably not going to focus, of course. That's a pretty hard one to get on. Right there. Perfect. So I'm right above that first line. It probably needs just a half a quart more. So I'm at 7. So definitely there's oil. There's oil flowing around in there still. I didn't get all full 9 quarts out earlier. So this is a weird dipstick to go into this baffle system, because I have to like kind of find that little part in the window. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Of course, because the camera's on. Before I got it easily. Alright, right there. Okay, 7 quarts. I think the smart thing to do, ladies and gentlemen, close that oil cap, turn the car on, check the oil. There goes the startup. Let's get some fuel. Twice. That squeak that you hear is that belt. I'm still waiting for my EP3 pulley and belt to go with it. It lost the ripple. It is what it is. We'll get that fixed. But let that idle for a few and then check the oil. Honestly, the main thing I don't want to do is keep this car idling too long with this map, because we've seen how rich it got from the base map. Which is, again, Jamie sent as a safety. You gonna do this to me again? On camera? Of course. I'll find a trick for it. Okay, let's see how much more oil we need. Okay. We're gonna need a full quart, so 8. Makes sense. A full quart. Makes perfect sense. Some of the oil that I got to come out of the oil cooler needs a little more. Let's get 1 more quart in here. Double check it, turn it on again. I checked the oil pressure inside, pinned at like 90, pinned. So that oil pump is definitely working. It's the modified unit to fabrication oil pump. That thing is awesome. So, you know, on cold start with a modified oil pump, you want your oil pressure to be around 90 psi on cold start with a ported one. As you rev it, it'll go up a little bit more. I think the S2000 gives you a little bit more pressure. I think it'll go to 100. But again, too much oil pressure is a problem too, believe it or not. So once the oil heats up, you kind of want your oil pressure to be around 40, 40, 45 psi, and you should be golden. Can't really, perfect. So 8 quarts. Probably can give it another half a quart. 8.5 quarts. Found the trick. Seen that? Found it. Let's just check it again because that oil's still traveling down. Checked it too quick. Yeah, it's good. It's money. So I'll turn it on one more time, double check the oil, and then I jinx myself trying to be cool. Remember I was just like, found it! Found it! No you didn't. No you didn't. You're an idiot. You had one job. You had just that to do. You ruined it? Let me give you guys a little bit of an explanation of what I was talking about. So, you're always going to have more oil pressure when the car is cold because it hasn't warmed up yet. So cold oil is more oil pressure. Hot oil is less oil pressure because it's already heating up, right? So cold start again, car is definitely not warm. You see that temp gauge? Here we go. It's about 90. It's about 90. So if I give it a little gas, that's perfect. That is money. That oil pump is definitely working. That oil pump is great. 100 PSIs out of a Type S. Unbelievable. That's that sound that you hear. You see that belt shot. So hopefully I can get through the dyno before getting my EP3 stuff. Should be here soon. Now this is moving also. I'll be able to check that axle seal. And again, as the car warms up, this oil pressure will go down. So that's enough. That's enough to check. I'm not turning this car on no more, except to load it up tomorrow. Pause. Again, I want my oil to hold up. I don't want all that fuel. I want Jamie to lean it out a little bit because I need that oil to keep its course. So I check the oil one more time. Top off any fluids that I need to. Double check that axle seal. And we're pretty much ready. Okay. So oil is perfect. 8.5 quarts it needed. No oil leaks. Everything is perfect. Guess what? Seal worked out. Seal worked out perfectly. I've got no leaks in the transmission. I've got nothing coming from this seal, which is brand new. Again, before racing, we gotta get some extra axles. So if anyone out there has any RSX Type S axles, hit me in the DM, I'll buy them. Anyone has any 06 to 11 passenger side axles, hit me up, I'll buy them. I'd appreciate it, guys. We're gonna do a lot of racing. Keep us out there. We don't want them for free, please. If you have to charge us, charge us. Man, but that's it. Old boy's ready. Old boy's ready. I want to talk to you about Vlogger K real quick. I'm just going to keep putting information out. Today my cam sensor showed up from Honda. I've got some extra OEM stuff that showed up too. I got tons of stuff to give away with this motor. I can't wait. I'm excited. Also, want to get this information out there. Vlogger K is going to come with a free tune. I spoke to Jamie Marsh. Everything is good to go. So whoever wins the motor, your car is going to be tuned by the Moon Man for absolutely free. If you win it in another country, get to a dyno. We're remote tune any time of the day. Don't worry about it. Jamie will adjust. He's the man. Anybody wins it out of, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, he can remote tune. You don't have to come all the way over here. Just find us a dyno, get a team viewer, strap the car up. Jamie's going to tune this motor for absolutely free. I appreciate him for that. Always supporting my gunners. So this is almost ready to kick off. I know you guys need a lot more explanation. Some of you. Now, I know gunners, we're going to run into people that don't understand the giveaway. Before you criticize them, please just understand you were like them at one point where you didn't understand how these giveaways work. So if you guys can, please share this information. Anyone you see in the comments saying, how do I join? If you can answer that, that's great. Positive spreads positivity. Always remember that, guys. I'm out. I love you guys. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for spending the day with me. It's pretty cool. I like being by myself sometimes. I do miss Trap, but he didn't need to be here today for that. He's going to take care of some stuff that I need from Tri-State. He's going to bring it here. We should be on the trailer tomorrow morning. I reserved it for 8 o'clock in the morning, so I got to go right now. I got to just clean up the garage a little bit more. Swap out the tow hook. What do you call it? The tow ball? The ball? Ball toe? The ball, I got to switch it, pause on the Ram because the U-Haul one's a little smaller. But thank you. I appreciate you. Smash that like button if you enjoyed this vlog. Smash that subscribe button if you appreciated this content. If you want to see more, I'm always going to be here. I appreciate all of you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for supporting me. Like, comment, subscribe. Keep going.